Hello, good morning everyone. Today we'll see the management of crisis and referral. A sudden, generally unanticipated event can profoundly and negatively affect a significant segment of the institutional population and often involve serious injury or death. Crisis event like an incidence of suicide, school bus crashes, natural disaster, or multiple injuries. Deaths can quickly es- es- escalate all over the educational institution. Crisis must be managed promptly and skillfully to minimize the rumors and the impact of the crisis on the victim and other students. Now we will see the strategies of effective crisis management. The five essential elements of the effective crisis management is educational institutions are like that. Number one, policy and leadership. Policy provides a both foundational and framework for action. The chances of effectively managing a crisis are increased with a district level plan and individual's building plan that operate within the framework of the district plan but are tailored to the conditions and resources of the individual's school. Leadership is necessary to ensure effective implementation of the plans and maintenance of the preparation. Preparedness. Then comes the crisis responses team. A school crisis responses team can be a highly effective organizational unit for dealing with a variety of crises. Such team can operate at any levels, individual, school, district and community. Well-functioning teams at each level provide a network that can be support action whenever the crisis arises. Then comes the institution's crisis management plan. The plan should be in writing, update as often as necessary, and given to every staff member. The plan should identify clearly what response is needed in each emergency situation so that the staff member knows in advance how to react in time of crisis. The safety security assessment report found later in the booklet is a good starting point for a crisis plan development and a review. Then comes the communication. Communication is very necessary. When a crisis occurs, effective communication is essential within the building and the district, with the parents and the community, with the news media, which is often the fastest conduit to the public. Effective communication can speed the restoration of equilibrium. Conversely, poor communication can make a bad situation even worse. Every crisis management plan should include the provisions for a sensitive and a professional communication plan. Training and maintenance. Preparation for the response to crisis relies on people understanding policies and procedures and knowing what they are supposed to do at such time. This preparedness is achieved through the training. Maintaining preparedness is an ongoing process that involves the debriefing following a crisis, periodic review, and the updation and ongoing training. Then comes the crisis management planning and checklists are there. Define the crisis for your school and districts. Decide who will be in charge during a crisis. Select your crisis response team. Develop appropriate policies and procedures for handling crisis situation. Then train the crisis response team. Establish law enforcement, fire department and emergency management team relations. established a working relationship with the community services, provided and developed a list of telephonic number and contact persons, set up phone number trees which are adequately and appropriately displayed, create or reserve space for a service providers involved in crisis management and for a community meetings. Then develop in a print form to crisis management. Then in the checklist, establish a code to alert a staff. Develop a collection of a recording and sampling letters to parents. Obtain a legal review of a crisis response procedures and forms. Practice crisis alert periodically through the year. Establish a procedures for an annual in-service of new staff and update a review for all staffs. Periodic district-wide training of all the substitute staff. So, I think you understood the crisis or management of crisis, strategies of effective crisis, and the checklist which is provided according to the plan. So, I think you understood. If you like this video, like it, and if you have any admissions for a nursing profession, try to get the admission in T.S. Mishra College of Nursing. Okay, bye-bye.